Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about having your taxes done, finding a CPA, or doing your taxes on your own. I've had lots of questions about this. I know it was a fear of mine when I first started traveling. I just knew there was talks of stipends and all that good stuff, and I really had a fear at the end of the year I was going to owe tons and tons of taxes back to the IRS. Come to find out, though, the process actually isn't as complicated as one would assume or it might seem. To start out with, most travelers are W-2 employees. I would probably guess around 98-99% of travelers are a W-2, meaning that they're not 1099. So with that being said, this is more for the W-2 employees, the W-2 travelers. So even though as a traveler we do contract work, which usually means you're a 1099, we're W-2 because during that contract we're an employee of the agency we work for. So at the end of the year, we actually will get a W-2 from each of the agencies that we work for during that year. So to start out with, as a traveler, we are mainly paid two different ways. We're paid with an hourly amount, and then we're paid in stipends. The stipends, most times when it's a travel contract, and we satisfy all the requirements to receive those stipends, we get those stipends completely tax-free. So at the end of the year, when you receive your W-2 from these agencies, the W-2 actually doesn't include the amount that we were paid in stipends. It only includes the taxable income, which includes your hourly pay, your tax bonuses, stuff like that, the things that are taxed. The stuff that is not, such as your stipends, and I believe reimbursements are not taxed either, are not included in your W-2. So this is actually one of the big pluses of being a travel nurse. We can make 80 to 100, or maybe this year if you work some crisis contracts, you might have made 120 or $150,000. But a significant portion of your income was tax-free due to stipends, which is actually one of the biggest benefits of being a traveler, in my opinion. But that's another story. So your W-2s are only going to include your hourly rates, your hourly pay or your hourly income, and the other taxed income you received from that agency. When you go see your CPA, you can simply explain to them, it doesn't have to be complicated. You can say, I'm a travel nurse. A portion of my income is taxed. I'm paid an hourly amount and it is taxed, and I am paid stipends. The stipends are tax-free. I qualify for them to be tax-free, and they're not on my W-2. The stipends aren't really important as far as my knowledge goes to your CPA because you receive them tax-free. There's nothing really for him to do. Likely what will happen is you will hand him 1, 2, or 3 or 4, how many ever agencies you work for that year, you will hand him a W-2 for each of those agencies. And like I said, it will only include the taxable income you were paid from that agency. And he will take those W-2s and he will file them federally, and then he will file for each state that you worked in. For example, if you worked with Aya in Texas and you worked with Jackson in Georgia and Crucial in New York, the income you made in Texas, he will file it in the state of Texas. The income you made with Jackson in Georgia, he will file it in Georgia as well. And same with Crucial, he will file the income you made with Crucial in New York. So you will file federally all the income, and then for each of those agencies you will file for the specific state that the income was earned in. And that's pretty much it. You can definitely do this on your own. However, I'd really recommend finding a CPA just because they're the experts. They might know of some tax rules or laws or a way to work it that you get more of a refund or don't owe as much taxes. So I really kind of believe in you get what you pay for in this. Spending an extra $100, $200, $300 to have your taxes done by an expert usually pays off. So I hope this helps. Leave me any comments or questions in the comments section. Thank you very much.